Hey Guidos, Simon here from JJ's, here to talk to you about the new LAARSE Parka. So LAARSE stands for Land Air Sea. So basically it's an insertion Parka. Predominantly born out of, from our experience, or my experience and Andy who developed this as well. When we were on a job and we were in a mobility scenario and it was minus 13 wind chill. So I remember one night being on stag when we sat on the 50 cal, and I remember putting on a down jacket, and literally the down jacket just went over everything. And when I zipped it up, it was like proper comfort. So we kind of, that's where the idea was born from, and a bit like the Bedouin jackets, we used to use them, I just throw them over everything. So this is basically designed, it's a modern day version of all modern day fabrics and things to basically go over everything. So this is designed to fit over armour, belt kits, everything. So if you're working in vehicles, it's ideal for that scenario. Or if you sat on a Hercules, you might go into a target, or you might be doing something, or go an insertion where it's quite cold on an aircraft. The idea behind that is just put it on over everything, zip it up, put the hood up, and put your iPhones in, listen to your earbuds, and listen to music. When you get into your target, you take off the jacket, basically carabiner it up, and when you've done your tasking, you get back on, uncarabiner it, stick it back on, put your headphones back in, and listen to your music. It's a number of things. I mean, sat on a boat, if you've got to go somewhere, it's just something that goes over everything, that can be easily taken on, easily put back on, and it just keeps you warm. And that's the ultimate idea of it, is keeping you warm and dry. So in essence, this is one hell of a jacket, and it's taken us about 5 years to develop. Again, we're working with the partners, we brought out a brand new fabric, which is a low rustle by Superpart laminate, which is the XPL 30. Again, we've got a 30 head of water, which again is what is used in motorbikes. It's what you normally get from heavy duty waterproofs, but we managed to do it, or the companies have managed to do it for us, with a 2-part laminate. It's PU membrane, breathable. We've got reinforced it with areas with 330 denier. The insulation is a Climate Shield, again, Climate Shield Combat, developed specifically for the military, packs down small, developed for wet, humid climates, where things are going to be wet all the time. We've also, what we've done with the Climate Shield is we've put more filling into the body than we have into the arms, because your arms tend to not get as cold as much, but the core, keep the core done. So that's why we put more filling into the actual overall body than what we have in the arms. We've also put the Zoomy lining on the inside, which is a taffeta lining, and also we've reinforced the rear part of it. So if you're sat in a ring mount, the abrasion's not going to hit the actual waterproof fabric. All the seams are taped up, so you're nice and warm and nice and cut dry. And it's all got YKK zips as standard, as that's the unzipping that we use. So let's talk about the features before I put it on. I'm trying to not put it on because actually I'll just sweat because they're really, really warm, especially in the studio. So basically what we've done with these key features is we try to keep it the same as the Squall. It just follows on from the Squall. It's just an updated version of the Squall, but it's longer. And there's a few little features on the back that I'll show you in a minute, which makes it ideal for when you're in vehicles or when you're sitting, basically, with all your kit on. So like Squall, we've got a 4-point hood, 4-point adjustable hood, and again, fitted for all the helmets, so it goes over all the helmets. It's independent as well, so the hood can be removed and taken off if you don't want to use one. I was never a fan of hoods, so that's why we designed it so you could take the hood off. You've still got the snow baffle on the inside, the same as what you've got with the Squall jacket. You've still got the Napoleon pockets in there as well. What we have done on the outside though is we put 2 pockets on the outside, and these basically for magazines. So if you want to carry 5.56, they're just there because all your kit is going to be underneath. You need to be able to have a bit of security, so you need to be able to get to a magazine quite quickly. Because otherwise you'd be undoing the jacket and you'd be trying to get your magazine. So that's why I put 2 pockets on the outside that will take 5.56 magazines. Also, if you want to, they can fit GPSs. So on the arms, we've put the Velcro ID patches, and we've reinforced again all the arms. So not just this side, the elbows, we've reinforced all the arms with 330 denier. Basically, because when you're working on guns, when you're cocking it and all the action of rubbing on them and things like that can wear out jackets quite quickly. So what we've done is reinforced all the forearms with 330 denier nylon. Again, on the breast, You've got large pockets with fleecy liners inside. So you've got a nice little warm, to keep your hands warm. All the zips are covered just to make it a bit more waterproof. And inside the jacket, you've got tie-off points. So as well, next to the patches as well, what we've got is, we've got arm pockets on both sides. Also, for the cuffs, you've got big adjustable hook and loop on the arm, on the cuffs, just so you can, if you've got gloves on, you can adjust them quite easy. And also, you've got nice knitted cuffs, really fleecy lined, same as what's in the fleece line that's on the collar, with thumb holes in them as well. What we've also done on the outside, down the bottom, is we've put 2 big pockets. But we've not made these low profile pockets, we've made actual pockets. Just because if you want to stick some bulky items in there when you sat down, and they're angled, so when you're sat down, you can actually get into them like that. They're not straight, they're actually angled, so it makes it easier to get in and out of them. So moving on to the rear. So on the rear, you can see it's reinforced up to there with 330. The whole back of it is reinforced up to here with 330 denier nylon. We've also at the back, you can see the fishtail. The fishtail here is actually stored up. So when you're sizing this, you want to go on your height. It basically goes on the height. They're all designed to be big in the chest because they've got the amount of kit that it has to go over. So the fishtail there, if you're sitting, what you need to do is drop down the fishtail. So when you sit down, the jacket doesn't ride up, and I'll show you that feature in a minute. Also, that fishtail as well can go and pop stud into the front, which basically creates 2 legs. So you can have an independent, your legs can be independent. So now then, I'm going to put it on and show you how this works. So as if by magic, I've got it ready. Yeah, I put belt kit on, and it's quite big and it's quite bulky. And you might not be using belt kit, I get that. But it might be you're going to use a small belt kit. Sometimes I'm not, if you're doing mobility, you do carry belt kit, or you do wear belt kit. So I'm trying to show you like the max you can get on and how far it goes over it and how much it covers it. So let's put a jacket on there. So as you can see inside, same as a squaw jacket, you've got the big store sack, but you've got mesh pockets again, which you have webbing straps in there, so you can hang wet socks, hang them into the jacket, so they can dry out, one on each side. Put 2 pairs, one on each, one pair or 2 pairs. That means they can dry out while you're wearing the jacket. As with the squall, we've got the snow baffle or the rain baffle. Just stops the rain going into there. It gives it a stop, but to stop the rain coming in. Don't have to wear it if you don't want to use it. And then you've got the big YKK double full zip. So that is it. We've actually got, like I was saying earlier on, in the magazine, might want to put 2 in there. So as you can see, the jacket, I'm starting to sweat now. There's lots of room in it. It fits over everything, the belt kit, everything. And so if you don't want a hood, you don't have to use a hood. But idea what we want to show you is about this fishtail. So the fishtail, if you notice when you sit down, the jacket rides up, in which case then all under here is basically can get cold. So the idea behind the fishtail is, if you drop down the fishtail, so when you sit down, the jacket doesn't ride up. You sat on nice soft, warm insulation. So what you can do, like I was saying earlier, get the fishtail, and then the fishtail pop studs onto the inside, and then you can pop stud it. And what that's done, it's created a leg. So as you can see, you created all your legs. Do the jacket up, and then you can sit down. So as you can see, with all the kit on, you can quite easily, you can move. You've got quite a good dexterity on your arms, on your legs. Like I say, if you're working in the back of a wagon, what you can do is push the fishtail up. That means it doesn't start getting caught on things. So basically that is I'm sweating now. That is the LAARSE Parka, the Land Air Sea Parka.